Hello everyone, and this is Painterly. Thank you for joining me today for my speed paint on the heron character. My friend Dark Paukia on DeviantArt has asked me to do this a while ago, and I'm sorry I didn't upload this for such a long time. This is a different style than I usually do, and I did this a while ago too, so my style has extremely changed as well. But as the different style that you're used to, this is a mixture of my style and her style, and you'll see that mainly in how the face is created with the eyes, which follows her previous characters in her little series. It's very cool art stuff. You should really check it out. So anyways, I start with the line work. Pretty thick lines for this actually, now that I see it. And I'm sorry about the screen record. My screen record program is pretty cheap. Well, saying cheap, it was free, but I'm searching for a new one. If you have any good ones that you recommend, just comment below. So I styled the hair after the great blue heron's feathers. They're kind of wispy at some points and stiff in others. Hence the two types of hair that's going to be put into this hairstyle. Really, this was a very calming vector. I really admire her, so it was a lot of fun. It was kind of an honor to be able to create a character for her. And I know her from school, so it's nice to be able to do something for her. But in news about me, I'll be pretty soon, I'll be uploading a new video once I get around to making it, where it's just going to be me doodling and talking about my life. If you have any good ideas for a name for that, just comment below, because I don't want to do something like Doodle Blog, which is kind of cliched. Basically, I would like to just talk about my life while drawing, just doodling. And which will be a bit different because I usually just doodle on paper, but for the ease of being able to record it, I'm going to just do it on my tablet. But basically, I'm sorry I haven't been able to upload for a while, as I said before. I've been looking for another job. I haven't been getting a lot of hours at where I work presently, so I need to get another job to basically supplement that. Now, for what's happening on the screen, I started making the rest of the costume. I did the shawl-like garment to create kind of what looks like the blue heron's, just the front of the wing part area. They almost look like they're wearing a shawl, and then the scarf, which again part of the feathers. And while the rest is more human-inspired, with the tunic underneath, as you see, shorts, and I'm going to be doing leg wrappings, as you'll see in just a moment, and be able to add leg wrappings, just so you could kind of get the idea of, like, you know how birds' legs are kind of textured, kind of scaly? That's just to kind of create a representation of that, basically, in a human-like clothing. Now, at the moment, I'm just making the rest of the actual wing part. That would be actually, so, yeah, basically the wing part. And I did a bit differently than my usual wings. I did very square tips, because I was wanting them to almost look like hands as well. And now I'm going off into the designs of the actual shawl. I took ideas from different native bands around BC, like the Haida and the Salish, and just adding different patterns for the wings, creating definition. Now, saying native inspired so sorry, I had to stop the recording, my voice recording for a bit. So I decided to do simpler designs than I usually do for this kind of thing, and for the wings, it's mainly just, it'll be more about the colors later on, as you'll see later on. It was a lot of fun doing this because it's a different style than I'm used to. I'm sorry if you're getting any back sound except for my voice in this. There's a fax machine where I'm working at right now, and just gave us a holiday to Cancun, Jamaica, or Hawaii for $119 per person. You know, that kind of, I can't believe we still have a fax in my house. So, let's see, I'm doing a simple just bar across the wing, just to create a bit of texture, well, not texture, I just create a bit of design in the wing area. Oh man, I really need to get a better screen recorder. Anyways, I'm working on a project right now, an animation project, which is more than what DeviantArt's getting for me. I guess I should do a different thing. I should update them as well. If I actually need help for that, though, I would like it if anyone on YouTube is willing. I can't pay them, sadly, because I don't have any money. But if anyone's willing to work with me for, like, with music or basically, I need help with music. I'm not very good with creating music, and I would like to create new music for this instead of just kind of going off free music off the internet. I can't really tell you a theme. I will put in the description below a way to contact me, basically my email. And then if you would like, and just contact me, if you'd like to work with me. Thank you. But basically, it's a project I'll be working on for a while. I got a basic, and I'm just working on the script of it now, and then I'll be working on the animation. It'll be a surprise, and I hope you will stay around to watch it eventually when I get the time to actually start doing the animation and that stuff. I'll be posting on DeviantArt updates with the artwork and just different designs, and basically just updates on how I'm going. So anyways, now I'm working on the face with the colors. As you see, I added blue highlights around the eyes. This is supposed to be a guy, by the way. It's really hard to make it look like a guy when in this style for me, especially since he's wearing basically a shawl. But yeah, I'm basically working on the colors right now around it. The wings will be very influenced by native colors and that stuff. So it'll be blacks and colors instead of doing like gradients, as I usually do for my shading. There won't be much shading in the wings area because there'll be more solid colors. I've found a much easier way to do this now, as you'll see in future speed paints. But I've created I've found a lot easier way to do coloring, and I hope I'll be able to show it to you soon. Now, finding the colors was a bit difficult for me. I did some color choices beforehand, but I decided against them because I didn't find them not as good, basically. And so it's a bit me just kind of fixing that selection there. And trust me, the new style I found is a lot easier and a lot faster for coloring, so I should be able to get more videos out because I'll be able to do them faster, which will be good. I won't have to speed them up so much. And by the way, this video is at ×8 speed, actually. Starting the colors and I put the gray background in just so I could so I could see if I'm missing any parts in my coloring, which is pretty important to me because often I hate backgrounds, so often especially with just character designs, I do a transparent background. And so yeah, I'm just adding in different colors. Gray, I'm doing grays, and for this character it's grays, blacks, and blues. to create the great heron. Again, great blue heron needs to have some blue in it. As you see, my voice is kind of almost gravelly today. It's a bit, I think I'm coming down or something. And so, but hopefully it won't be enough to get me away from work, since I don't get enough shifts there already. Sorry, Ken, for that. I'm a bit distracted today. So basically still we're doing coloring. It's very nice. But anyway, so if you guys want to see anything from me, like, if you want to see, like, specific ways to do things, or if you want specific characters or something like that, comment below. It'll be nice. Actually, just comment if you want to say anything to me. I will respond, because I don't get a lot of comments. I get no comments, so I'll definitely have time to respond to you. And just suggestions, it'll be nice. If you have anything that will maybe help me, again, just put it in the comments. Like this video if you want to see more of this kind of thing, or if you would like to just to show your support. My new style that I found will also again, I promise it'll be up sometime soon. It's a lot faster for coloring. Now I see this old speed paint. This was done a couple months, like 2 months ago, so that I've improved a lot. It's a lot easier, as I've noticed. My lines are wiggly there. Sorry. As I'm working on this, if I remember correctly, it was really hard to find some colors that I find it sometimes hard to color in grays, because they don't go quite the way you want them to. But this is the difficult was the hair. Before I actually did this video, I did a lot of different hair color types that I matched up, and it was a bit difficult, and just to figure out which ones would go well together. I'm sorry if there's any background noise. I'm doing this at my house, and someone's doing the what is it called, vacuuming upstairs at the moment, so it's a bit loud. Anyway, so again, I'll be uploading stuff. I'm going to be doing a new thing of doing my doodle blogs. And then I hope to put doodle blogs, and I hope that when I have time, I'll be able to put some more animated stuff and just quickly put things in. But basically, the doodle blogs will be up and running pretty soon. I hope to do that more regularly than my videos come up, because it'll be a lot faster. I won't have to deal with having to just put it in the deal with doing the video editing that comes in with, like, speeding it up. It'll just be put the video through, do it quick, put it in the end credits. Anyway, so I have to wrap up soon. Sorry if I just finished in the middle of a sentence. But the doodle blogs are going to be coming up and be quickly appear and and hopefully you do well. And so thank you for joining me. And thank you for joining me. This has been Painterly.